and welcome to Hypothetically Intentional, where we ask the question, what if we set intentions with everything we do? I'm your host, Michelle Albers, and today I have Nidhi Mevada with me, the founder of Brainito. Welcome, Nidhi.
Hi, Michelle. Hello, everyone.
I would like to set an intention for today before we get started. My intention is, I think it's multi-purpose today. My intention is to connect with Needy, who we haven't connected really on this level for a very long time. So I'm excited to just reconnect. And then also,
Yeah,
I feel like we're going to kind of get into listening to our intuition in a way that might help our listeners. But I think we're going to go a lot of different places.
yeah,
How does that
yes, yes,
sound?
yes, yes. I do have a lot of, the questions, curiosity around like your journey and sharing my journey with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited about that. I always love speaking with you because I feel like there's a deep understanding of how we show up in the world, even though we've never met in person. You're all the way in India and
yes,
I'm
yes,
here in Minnesota, United States.
yes. I do too. I always keep talking about your yoga studio.
It's
So
not even a yoga
that's
studio
it.
anymore.
No, no, no. It's not a yoga. I know it's a wellness studio. So I keep telling people there is a lady in Minnesota, like she's very good at yoga. She's very good at the, like tarot and the Reiki healing part particularly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So before we hit record, because we always like to drop in and just connect off the mic before we start the record button, you and I were talking about water specifically, which led us to
yeah,
rivers. Will you share what you said about the river and how much they call to you and why you love them?
yeah. Yes, yes. Like there are, specific rivers, I mean, in India, even the out of India also. So they resonate some kind of energy. So if you sit beside the river, it actually talks. So if you have questions in mind, you will receive the answers. Like we have a river in India called Ganga, and like it passes from the Gangotri till the like West Bengal. It ends in the West Bengal, and like I went to the place called Rishikesh. So I like say I mean I sat on the beach kind of the environment, and I had a few questions, and it was actually answering the all the questions I had. And same thing happened with my brother also. So I never told him that I had such an experience, but like when he went there and he came to me, he told that like this river answered things. It actually talks to us. So now I believe that like river has energy. It's like a living being or the living, like the divine feminine. It actually talks. So
I love
yeah,
that. And I feel like there's layers of that too, right? Like people might land in different places of what they believe. But what
yeah,
I mean, is it because I think there's something about if you're a person who's drawn to water, there's something about like how often do we just sit still and listen to our higher self, to spirit, to the river, to the energy that
yeah,
is life, right? And I just think it's a beautiful thing when we take those moments and
yeah.
really truly listen. And I love that. Like the first thing I said something about sailing and how much I love being on the water. And you were like, I love the river. It talks. And I was like, yes, that's amazing. And this is why we get
There
along.
are, yeah, there are few lakes also. Uh, I mean, there's a lake called Lake Pinchula in Udaipur. It's a very old city built by a lot of kings of the Rajasthan, and that lake has multiple stories. That it
Mm,
was built for the queens, and it was built for the war. I don't know many stories around that. So same thing happened in that lake also. So I was on the boat, and I could feel the different energy. There's something there that like speaks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do they, I'm assuming they feel different to you. Yes. Like depending on if
Yeah,
it's a
sometimes
river or a lake and which one.
uh I mean like more like river is more like a divine, and
Ah,
the lake it was like it has a collection of lot of things. It was trying to tell something,
I feel
more
like,
like a supernatural, but like in very soft manner. It was not harming her. Like, but there was something that was, like trying to tell the story that I am here. Listen to me. I mean,
yeah, that's what I just was gonna say. I feel like how you're describing the river is like it's divine
yeah,
feminine. And how you describe the lake is like, hey, I have a story to tell if you're willing to listen.
yeah, kind of. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
And then
amazing.
I could actually connect with the stories of Rajasthan. So when I
Mm.
went to the fort, there are a lot of rooms and everything, and I could feel that, lot of things been, happened here like before the 500, 600 years ago. And you can relate lot of stories. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that so much. This is a weird segue, but I feel like from there, because it's curiosity and it's
yeah.
exploration, I would love to hear the story of how Brainito came to be because you founded it. How long ago did was that like 2018? Is that right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, but I started in 2014. So since
Okay.
I was kid, I had a very weird curiosity that I want to know everything, right? So like with that curiosity, I built a passion of building things. I mean, if I get the toy, I would go and break the toy and see like what is inside, and then I would build something out of that. So I had that kind of curiosity, and I was not a big fan of doing a job or work, doing a 9 to 5 things. I wanted to spend more of time on, like doing something worthwhile. So I graduated in 2014. I did engineering, B Tech. And after that, I started a startup, like with, parent support. And we were funded by government of Gujarat, India, and we had a few angel investors. But that startup failed. That has like 35,000 users, but all was free, and we couldn't able to monetize the app, so it failed.
Hmm.
And at that time, I didn't have any idea that how I will recover this loss. So, so I started, I had a question in mind that like, what do I do next? So I tried to figure out like why I failed. Then I figured out that I failed because I, shooted like all the arrows in the random directions. I didn't have
Oh.
any strategy. So let's say, you have a $10,000. So today I have this idea. I would spend 1,000 here, next day 1,000 there, and then I run out of the money. And then I have a clarity, when I spend the 90%, that like what I should be doing for getting the users or getting the paid users. So then I realized that I was too naive. I didn't have a strategy. I was just randomly trying and shooting arrows in the different directions. So I thought like let me help people with the same thing, right? I help them with the strategy, so they don't fail. They don't repeat the same mistake which I did. So I kept helping and I kept refining that skills with and then I was glad that like now we have a lot of data driven tools and the AI and the lot of, like digital access. So I could able to, like do these things much faster with it. So with that, I helped like approx like 1,800 businesses. I build a strategy, like from uh by like with a team and myself, like doing all the research. And then now we have a tool which generate a strategy by itself. And
Oh,
like
that's
when
cool.
yes, yes, yes. And like when we created this, like the marketing strategist DIY marketing plan, people came to us that like you give a strategy, but like how do we execute it? So then we launched hire a marketer. So like what we do, like we hire a full-time person who sits at our office and works a full time for you as a team member. So yeah,
So
so
they
you get
connect
a
with
full.
you.
Yes, yes, on the daily basis. They are your full-time team member. They connect with you on the daily basis. They do daily Zoom calls and make sure that, like they take a responsibility of your growth and execute all the marketing activities. like the website SEO, then the design part, social media, Google Ads, email funnel, to make sure that we focus on the like conversion, not just putting random posts on the social media. So yeah,
So you're basically outsourcing a marketing expert,
yeah,
like, but
kind
as
of,
an
yeah, you can
independent
say,
contractor. So it's not, so it's a little
yeah.
different than, it's not like this company has this marketing person on board and they're part of that company. It's more like they're hiring Brainito to do the marketing, but it's an outsourced thing versus a in-house. I haven't been in the corporate world in a long time, and that's going to show in my language right now because I am an independent
I
entrepreneur,
mean,
which is a different thing. I know there's language because I used to be in corporate, but I'm not anymore.
I never worked in any company. So like
You
even my
created
staff
your
thinks
own.
I created it, but it doesn't feel like company. Here, like when I come, I feel like I'm going home, home to home. It's not an office for me. And we try to create, like same for all the, like the team members. So, like in our office, we have a lunch, dinners, and we have a lot of snacks. People cook here. Uh, they play games. So I bring a dog also. Not dog, I bring a dogs, like two dogs at office sometimes.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel like office. It's home to me, like another. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do the dogs change the, I imagine the dogs change the energy of the room and kind of take some
Yeah.
if there is stress, take some of the stress away. I mean, there's always some stress.
Yes, yes, yeah. A
Dogs are so
lot of
great.
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 they do. They, like, and they have a very strong sense when you are, like sad or like you are stressful, they just pick the ball and do it, let's play. And I've experienced like whatever stress or like whatever the worst condition is there, if you spend like 20 minutes with a dog, you play with them, it's the best therapy.
I
So it
agree
is really,
wholeheartedly.
yeah,
It can be such a reset. And if you're not a dog person, there's something there for you. I mean, I think that
yeah.
it's such an important part of our day, and we don't always think about it. Like, just take 20 minutes, heck, take 10 minutes, and just spend some time in play mode. And it resets
Yeah.
your energy. If you can go sit by a river, even better, right?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. With river, it would be better. But like, like we don't have access to such a rivers like everywhere. We have to go travel like thousands of miles to reach there. So, but like, like yeah, like I have experience, like just play with them for 20 minutes and relieve most of stress.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I love
yes,
your huge heart for dogs in particular. I like that they mean something to you and that you're willing to fight for
yeah,
them and also like offer because I think dogs like enjoy helping us. I mean, I think it's in their nature. So like
yeah,
by
they
you
are.
bringing the dogs into work, it's serving the dog and the people, which is kind of beautiful. I don't know how much I've never really thought of that so much, but think about how
Yeah.
happy dogs get when they're with their humans.
He's a boss here. He
Yeah,
is a real
dogs.
boss here. Yeah, he give commands to people that it's my pee time, it's my poop time, it's my lunch, dinner. So yeah,
Those forced
yeah,
pauses because the dog has needs.
yeah.
And a dog is able to communicate their needs. We're not so great at that all the time.
Yes, yes, they do, and they don't have a lot of needs. They have like simple needs. They
Right.
want food, they want to play, they want to explore, sniff, and they want to sleep. He sleeps like 14, 15 hours a day, more than that maybe.
I used to teach
Yeah.
preschool, and when I taught preschool, I was always like, if we could all just view the world through the eyes of children, it would be a beautiful thing. And in this conversation, I'm finding myself go, yeah, and if we could just embrace our inner dog a little bit, it would be nice if we showed up as simply as dogs do, but they're so in their nature. They're listening to what they need and they ask for what they need. In fact, sometimes they
Yeah.
demand what they need.
Yeah, like kids, like how kids do.
Yeah, but
So
to explore the
yeah,
world as if you were a dog, I mean, that's a little, but I really think if we could be
Yeah.
playful and in exploration and really okay with asking for what we need. I just think
Yeah.
as humans, we've become so, I don't know if numb is the right word, but I think so often we don't consider what we need. At least that's what it's like here in the US. It might not be that way in India, but here I think we get
No,
in
it's
go, go,
same.
go mode.
Yeah, it's same everywhere. And I think it's because like we have a like so-called Instagram now,
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, and then like we live more in digital world than like the real world. So yeah.
Did you say we live more in the physical world?
Yeah, yeah, more in the physical world than the digital world.
The what world?
So digital world, the Instagram.
Oh, digital world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh. So,
yeah.
like with your business, how do you find? I mean, what I'm hearing from you is your business is your joy and it doesn't feel like work. So, I was going to say, how do you like navigate life in a way that you still make sure you play outside of Brainito and that you still, you know, like, is there both or is it all the same for you?
It's same.
Yeah. Is it, but is
I,
that a good, healthy thing, or is it like a maybe you ought to take
I
a
don't know.
vacation?
I don't think I don't feel like that now. I feel that I mean like once you find like something which you enjoy, then you will not able to differentiate it from, like your personal life.
I have
So
that too.
yeah,
I think that's why I asked the question because I was like, I love what I do. Like, I love, love, love it. It's part of who I am.
yeah,
I'm passionate about it. Not to say that it
yeah,
never drains me. I have moments, but for the most
yeah,
part, it's like, do I need a break sometimes? Sure. But the break isn't from
yeah,
like my purpose. The break is from the back end stuff that's tedious and kind of
yeah,
gets out of control sometimes.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yes, I need a break. Like I mean, the break is kind of the travel and like sleep peacefully at some, like peaceful places in the mountains or rivers or like ocean near the nature. So yeah, like that is a kind of break for me.
Me too. Nature.
Yeah,
Nature is the
yeah,
best.
yes,
So do
yes.
you travel a lot?
Yes, yes, I travel a lot. Yeah, I mean, I like mountains and rivers. I'm very obsessed with mountains. I've spent months in mountains. So, and my parents have a very big problem. They're afraid that like I might go and permanently settle down in Himalaya ranges. So,
I love mountains too, but I find that a little bit weird because I don't like heights. But mountains are super grounding for me and I love them. I mean, I'm not standing off the edge of one like looking down. I don't do that.
no,
But to
no, no,
be
not that.
on or
Like
in
there
a
are
mountain is
villages.
lovely.
Yeah, in India, we have a villages and mountains,
Yeah.
and they're very small, small villages, 50 or 100, like the families stay there. And I mean, they don't have busy life. They wake up, they cook food, and then they have social gathering. They go explore the, like nearby farms, cook by 8, sleep by 9, and then yeah, like they're very like slow and I mean the peaceful life. They are not in hurry. Like if I live in city, right? So like Monday to Friday is like I know like I have to wake up, I have to go to gym, I have to like do the meditation. So I'm in that loop. I'm in cycle. So they are not in cycle.
I feel
And
like
like
they're in
when I'm
cycle with nature.
Yeah,
Like
they
they're
are
in
in
cycle
cycle
with
with
the
the
sun and the moon.
yes, yes, yes. Like they're very aligned. They're
Yeah.
very yeah, like I mean the rich social life and I mean they have a healthy, like the food around them. The water is, like the pure, air is pure. Like we need an air purifier, then like a lot of chemicals, like a lot of sanitization. So yeah.
Yeah. The mountains in Thailand have been some of the happiest places I've ever been to. It's just the people
Yes,
are
yes, they are.
happy, the energy
Yeah.
is happy. There is a flow there that feels like natural versus forced. It's delightful.
Yes, yes, yeah, Thailand is also beautiful. They have a lot of places. I think I saw the elephants like in your post. I liked all. I went and then checked all the posts.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I love elephants.
Me too.
Yeah, particularly baby elephants. They're so cute.
Oh, I know. They're huge, but
Yeah,
they're cute.
they're so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yes,
love that
yes.
you make time to travel. I feel like there's something about that that changes us.
Yeah. Then
I
that
think it's,
changes that. Yeah, that improve the perception maybe that you open up, you learn more about the people, their life, culture, and like you have more acceptance that you are not restricted in the same society, religion, or the like the structure. Like your entire like the aura that opens up for the like more things, abundance. So I think I should also plan like small trip in next month.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something about travel that offers not only a new perspective,
Yeah.
but also,
Yeah.
I mean, if you've never seen it done that way, you don't think to
Yeah.
explore it. But when you see it done in a new and different way, and then you think, wow, that
Yeah.
might be really incredible, we're more inclined to explore it. Like you don't know what you don't know. But when you see it
Yeah.
and live it for even if it's just for a few days, it's such a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. And there's so much to be learned and so many amazing people
Yeah.
to meet. I'm
Yes,
with
yes,
you
yes.
on
And
travel.
like I mean, like people are afraid of like exploring new places. Like even like our parents tell like don't trust strangers. And like what I found, strangers are best people. Like I never found any thieves or like any like negative experience with the strangers. That I've been alone at the places, very rural places, and I was the like most safe in those, like the areas than the cities, right? So, and even like whatever happening in Iran, Iraq, or the like this countries, I had like few people from Iran. I met them online, like they were clients, and I found like they are not like terrorists. They're very good people. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really funny. When you said that, I was like, gosh, sometimes strangers are safer than the people you know.
yes,
Which is,
yeah,
I'm not
they're
dissing the
very
people
safe.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's simpler
Yeah.
because you don't have the history or the expectations or anything like that. It's like literal curiosity of like, let's get to know each other. Let's see what
Yeah.
we're about. It's ridiculously
Yes,
fun.
most of I mean 95% I had a like positive experience with the strangers. 5% there might be, like some but yeah, like we create distance from them so we are
Yeah.
safe.
I
Like we
think there's
sense the
some
energy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Yeah.
think there's something to be said for trusting your intuition on that too. I'm not saying
Yes,
every
yes,
human in
yes.
the world is safe, but I'm saying if you go in fearful, you're probably going to miss a thing or two. You know, going in wise
Yeah,
and
yeah.
observing and like having an accurate perception of this of the situations is one thing, but to live completely locked up and guarded and not trusting anything or anyone is
Yeah.
it's a hard place to live from.
Yeah, I keep telling my family same thing. Even
Yeah,
the people around me, they're afraid, like you don't go alone. Like like you won't be safe there. Like the rural areas, the mountains. I mean, yeah, like you need to have someone with you. And I tell them stories that like I might have a bad experience in cities walking alone on the in night, but like if when I'm there, I'm more safe. Even people around me, they might have like bad traits, but like yeah, like they don't do damage unless like they find threat in you.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah,
And I think like people are very hungry for the compassion, love, and that softness, the feminine energy. And if they find it, I think yeah, they'll give up on many things.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, and it's same everywhere. Like you go like in any country or like like any place. Uh, like beyond the like their education or anything, but like the compassion and the softness, like that's what people are looking for now.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I think kind of we got stuck behind our computers for too long. And I think we
yeah,
crave it, but I think we kind of don't remember how to find it anymore. Not as a blanket whole statement, but I just think it's changed. I think there was something to be said for getting used to sitting at home at your computer and not remembering how to connect with another human. That kind of got lost in the shuffle somewhere, or at least evolved. It changed. And
yeah. It will
I,
change.
yeah, I find myself craving what you just said, craving that, person to person connection with the softness and the compassion. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying you can't do it digitally, you can. But I think,
yeah,
like, for me, sometimes I would just rather stay home. I can be a homebody and an introvert, which maybe some people are surprised by that. But then to get sort of the gumption to go out and like explore and be with people, it's like I have to remember to manage my energy again in a different way, because managing my energy for the digital world is very different than managing my energy for the in-person world.
what?
And if you don't have those skills, like if you never had those skills, or if you don't have those skills, like it
Yeah,
feels really volatile, or it can. And that's what I'm finding happening. It's like, how can I support people in that? Because it is a skill that I have, but I don't really know what to call it. Or, I mean, it is in everything I do, but like, what do you call that? Because it's like, how do you say we've been locked up in our houses behind the computers for too long and we need to get our butts outside and connect, hug people again? I mean, not if you, I'm not saying you have to hug. I'm not saying
yeah.
you have to be a hugger. But really,
It's good. It's healthy.
you
It's
know,
healthy. Yeah.
I
So,
think it's an interesting state the world is in, and there's just a lot of chaos. And I think when that chaos happens, it's easy to like hole up in our houses. But I think what we really need is like connectedness and
mhm.
collaboration and
Yeah.
compassion.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
deeper connection. I think that deeper connection is very important for the emotional well-being. I
Yeah.
actually, I'm very conscious about the health, fitness, and the wellness, like you do, right? So I actually, like excelled at the fitness, 26% body fat, then the all the, like all the health. Like facts into the in the range. But then I realized something which is very important is like emotional health.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so if you are emotionally sick, like you're not good, you won't improve anything, the mentally, physically, or like the energy wise. So the emotional safety is very important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think we got our
yeah.
foundation crumbled for a little while there. Like we forgot what emotional safety feels like because it didn't feel safe for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yes, yes, and now people promote that like you should stay alone, you should be strong, be
Oh,
feminine. I mean, then be a feminist or like that kind of. But like I don't feel like being a woman or being a human. I don't. I need to be a strong to be powerful. So yeah,
yeah. That's such a, oh gosh, that's such a beautiful thing you just said there. It's like, just take a moment to chew on it. It's like, I think, yeah, like I
yeah,
had someone once say to me, I'm a soul first, then I'm human, then I'm
yeah,
woman, then I'm all the other labels that I've placed upon myself or have been placed upon me. And it's like to remember that we're like energy first. Like we're
yeah.
all that, all of us. That's such a
Yes,
magical, and then we're human. And then
yes.
we're
Then
right.
yeah,
And then, but at the tippy top of that, we're energy, we're soul, whatever your beliefs
yeah,
are. And
yeah.
I just think we got shook to our cores and we're still trying to find our feet underneath us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah, definitely. I learned that in last 2 years only. I
Yeah.
met a friend, and then I realized that like the that emotions are very important.
Yeah.
So
And I think when we say things like stand in our power, I think
mhm.
everybody has a different definition of what that means. And I think
Yeah,
that in and of itself creates some chaos because we think it has to look some kind of way. And we think it has
yeah,
to show up like not only externally but internally. And how often, I mean, I think it's pretty unrealistic to tell yourself that you have to feel courageous and confident 24/7.
Yeah.
Like that's not how human works.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. I can't be that way. I tell everyone actually around me, or my brothers, like the father, even the staff also, that like I'm a woman and I'm very different. You don't expect me to be like a male boss,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or like how the boss, like you have seen in the movies. I'm a living being. So you will see all, all the feminine things in me. Yeah.
All parts.
Yes. Yes, yes, yeah, all parts. Like I have like 4 cycles in a month I go through, and
Yeah,
yes,
literally you do.
yeah,
Literally. Yes.
yeah. So each week is different for me. So you don't
Yeah.
expect the same things like from what you get from the male boss.
Right.
Yeah, but you have to embrace me. Like I bring more creativity and like the energy. So yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. I love that. Will you share a little bit about Brainito and just how people can connect with you? Because I want to make sure we don't miss that part. I want to make sure people know because you work globally, clearly.
Yes, yes, we are global now. We've been global actually. We started here, but yeah, we've been serving like how many countries? Like 85 plus countries since
Wow.
2018. So I have people like across the world,
That's
and
amazing.
I enjoy talking to people from Africa, South America, like a lot of like people from America, different European countries. So
Is that
yeah,
must be
I love.
really, I'm imagining you learn so much about the world connecting with people
Yes,
from
yes,
all around it.
yes, yes, yes. Different countries and uh, you can say different cultures, different personalities. Each country has a different personalities. Like if you talk to people, I mean, in Europe, there's like South Europe, North Europe. So like both have a different personalities.
That's
So
amazing. I'm
yeah,
picturing rivers now, just like the rivers in the lakes. People have countries have different personalities.
yes, yes, yes.
So how do they find you? Do you have a website?
Yes, yes, we have a website now. It's not a website actually, like we call it like the marketing operating system. We have built a platform. So you can go to brainito.com. So you enter the website email, you will get the marketing audit that
Oh,
that
cool.
will give you the score of the website and what improvements you need to make. And later on, if you sign up, you will get the access to the entire DIY marketing plan, which gives you the, like step by step plan for the, like your growth. And there is a feature called the action board. So you will get the all the executional activities you need to do for the marketing, and you can add your team members, colleagues, and even the freelancers. And there's an option you can hire a marketer full time. Like he or she will work the full time for you, and yeah, make sure that like all the marketing activities are executed on time and they communicate on the daily basis. So yeah.
So brainito.com, but it's more of a platform than it is a website.
Yes, yes, yes. I started, that's why I told you that like I started helping people build them, like strategy, marketing plans for them. Now it's platform. It's like the automated one.
That's
So
awesome. I love it so much.
yeah.
Does this feel like a good
So
place
you
to wrap
should,
up?
yeah, yeah, you should try it actually. Let me show you.
I
I'll
will
just show
try
you.
it. I will try it for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
spell it for people so they know it's Brainito.com. And that's
Yes,
where
yes,
they
yes,
go.
yes.
And then they can find all the things that you're talking about. You're just such a
Yes,
lovely
yes.
human. I have all like since we
You
first
do.
connected, I don't remember. It was shortly after
In COVID.
2018. I think it was
Yeah, in COVID.
2019. And like
Yes,
I
yes,
just
yes.
we connected and I was like, "Oh, she gets it. She gets me. Like she gets it." Like energy stuff sometimes is a little tricky to find people that like
Yeah.
really resonate and don't just go, wait, what? And so
Yeah,
just
yeah.
there was a connection there that I found really delightful. And I've enjoyed that we've stayed in contact over the years. And I just
Definitely.
appreciate
I would like to.
all your help. What did you say?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we should. And yeah, you are like most welcome to India. We'll take you through the places. You will reverse.
That would be amazing. I would love that
Yeah,
trip. That
yeah.
would be awesome. Yeah.
Yes, yes. You must visit India.
I
Uh,
definitely,
yeah,
it's definitely on my radar. I would love that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would be so fun. It would be so fun to meet you in person.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're
I
most
think this is a good
welcome.
place. I'm going to stop recording and then we can explore your website because it's not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
visual. It's not visual.
Yeah,
And then, but I encourage people to go check it out. And I really appreciate your time
yeah.
today. We've been trying to connect for a hot second, and it's just funny because both of us are like, my schedule just got crazy. Let's try a different day. And so I appreciate your patience in that. And it's just been a
No,
delightful
no,
conversation.
definitely.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah, yeah.
you.